A very good morning to all of you friends. Today we are going to study about permanent tissues. Now under permanent tissues we have studied about simple permanent tissues. Okay, simple permanent tissues are such type of tissues which are made up of only one type of cells. Today we are going to study about complex permanent tissue. So complex permanent tissues are such type of tissues which are made up of more than one type of cells. Okay, so under complex permanent tissue we have two examples, xylem and phloem. Now the difference between xylem and phloem is that xylem helps in conduction of water and phloem helps in conduction of food, okay, or food substances. Now xylem helps in conduction of water from the roots to the leaves. Phloem helps in conduction of prepared food from the leaves to the different parts of the plant. So that is the difference between xylem and phloem. Now xylem and phloem are called conducting tissues because they help in conduction of substances throughout the plant's body. Just like we have blood vessels in our body, plants have conducting tissues which are called xylem and phloem. Now just now I told you that xylem is made up of more than one type of cell. So let us see what are the four different types of cells which are present in xylem or xylem is comprised of. Xylem is made up of four elements: xylem parenchyma, tracheids, vessels, okay, or vessel, because we have drawn only one vessel here, so vessel, and xylem fiber. So xylem parenchyma, tracheid, vessel and xylem fiber. These are the four elements of xylem. Similarly, phloem is also made up of four elements that we will study in our next video. So now in case of xylem parenchyma, you see, this is, I have drawn this in blue so that you remember that xylem parenchyma is living in nature, whereas tracheid, vessels and xylem fiber, they are dead in nature. So xylem is also called wood. That means wood basically consists of non-living tissues or parts, okay, but here only one component of xylem is living, that is called xylem parenchyma. Now the question can come in your mind, if xylem parenchyma is living and rest of the three elements of xylem are non-living, then how xylem helps in conduction of water? Xylem helps in conduction of water through its dead tissues by the help of openings which are called pit. Okay, so pit are present and these pits are lignified. That means there is deposition of lignin in these pits, and these pits, they help in the translocation of substances from one cell to another. So pits are openings through which conduction of water is possible in xylem. Okay, here also in the vessels also you can see that they have pits. Now xylem parenchyma, because it is living in nature, so it helps in storage of substances, photosynthesis, okay, and radial conduction of water. That means radial conduction means in the same plane, so radial conduction of water. Whereas tracheids and vessels, they are, see, tracheids, they and vessels, they are more or less similar, but they have tapering ends, okay, and their shape is little bit different from vessels, which are vessel shaped, and vessels have perforations. That means some openings which are present at the end to end cells. So suppose this is one vessel cell, another vessel cell is present here, so they can pass water or minerals in between the adjacent cells by the help of perforation or opening, okay, whereas perforations are absent in case of tracheids, and they simply help in translocation of water through the bordered pits, okay, whereas xylem fiber is completely dead and it does not have nucleus or cytoplasm. These also do not have nucleus or cytoplasm, and they give mechanical support to the plant, okay. So xylem is also called wood, and it is basically made up of four elements: xylem parenchyma, tracheid, vessel and xylem fiber. Now if I try to show you where xylem is present in the stem or root of plants, then they are present, both xylem and phloem are present in some bundle-like structures which are present in the stem, which are called vascular bundles, okay, vascular bundles. Now if you try to see this diagram, this is a TS of a stem. TS of a stem means, suppose this is a stem, so I cut it. Okay, we get a thin slice of that stem. This is called the TS of stem. You can see here, these are called the vascular bundles. Okay, these are vascular bundles. If I try to show you one vascular bundle, you can see these are called the vessels. Okay, so these are the vessels which have perforations in them through which water and minerals can easily pass. Then these are the cambium tissues. These are the cambium tissues, and these are the phloem tissues. Okay, so xylem and phloem, they are present in vascular bundles in the stem as well as root. Now if I try to show you one single vascular bundle, you can see here, these are the vessels. Okay, so this is the xylem part and this is the phloem part. So this is one vascular bundle. Okay, so xylem and phloem, they lie adjacent to each other in the vascular bundles. So in today's video we have learned about the 4 elements of xylem. Okay, their functions that I have written in the summary. You will go through the functions of them. Like I just now I said, this is living in nature, so it helps in conduction, it helps in radial conduction of water, but its more important function is storage as well as photosynthesis. Okay, whereas tracheids, vessel, they help in conduction of water, maximum conduction of water through their bordered pits, and xylem fiber that gives mechanical support or mechanical strength to the plants. Okay, so xylem basically is called wood, and wood is made up of these 4 elements. These are the 4 elements. What is xylem? It is a conducting tissue. It is a complex permanent tissue because it is made up of 4 elements, and it helps in conduction of water and minerals from the root to the leaves. So please go through this video, go through the summary, write down the notes that I will make available to you. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.